Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this week's channeled collective message. This is the Healing Academy with Connie Rose. This is my YouTube channel, and I'm just smudging the area here to take away any heavy negative energy. We've all just come through the big energetic portal on Tuesday this week, and I'm just going to let that just smolder. We'll probably get smoked out at some point, but I always let the smudge stick do that. So this week is it's an interesting energy that we're coming into, and you would have felt, no doubt, the last week or two, sporadic is the word that I get. Like, there would have been bouts of energy and then bouts of just being a little bit messy. Messy is the word I get. So we're coming into a little bit more smooth sailing, which is welcomed. And I want to give you a message this week that's going to help this transition into this new vibration a little smoother. Now, when I sat and meditated just before I brought this message through to you today, I know that there's a sense of, as a collective, trying to run away. So this is the message that I get this week. And this week is Sunday the 27th of February 2022. And that's the start of this week, and that's what this message is for. If you do listen to this at a different time of the year, just take it, because even though it's set for this week, it's one of those messages that will be timely. So when you listen to it, it is perfect for you. So the theme of this week is, I feel a sense of people just running away from situations that no longer serve them. Now, there's positives and negatives to this behavior. The positive is that everybody's realizing slowly but surely their self-worth, which is a beautiful time. And that's when we all realize that the people around us are a real reflection of who we are. So the company we keep is a reflection of who we are. So be very mindful who's taking your time, who you're sharing your time with, because it's a time where we're sort of sorting out where we sit at the moment. So be mindful of who you're running from and who you're running toward. So we can run away from what is no longer meant for us in our minds, but we need to sort it out before we get going. And what I mean by that is, if we don't unpack our emotions or a situation or something that we need to deal with, the universe has a beautiful way of bringing it to us in different relationships, different forms, different messages, over and over and over again until we get it. So if you are in this situation at the moment where you're trying to escape isn't the answer, because you need to deal with it first. Otherwise it will revisit you and pop up at different parts of your life. So before we take a step out the door away from our situation, make sure you're taking the lessons with you. You're working out why it happened, what part you played in it, what you allowed to occur. Because if we don't tie it up neatly before we walk away, we will replicate it. And if we don't feel that we're the ones replicating it, the universe shall. So we need to really get those little signs and synchronicities and take the messages as we step forward so that we don't relive our past. Our past is a beautiful thing because we wouldn't be who we are without it. And I'm still at the space in my life that I don't regret absolutely anything. And there's some shit in there that you wish never happened, yet I'm blessed and grateful that it did, because it's given me strength, resilience, an abundance mindset, and all those attributes that help me step forward just like you. And that's where we're all at this week. Yes, we know what's good for us and what's not, what's working for us and what's not, but there's no way known we can take a step forward without dealing with our stuff first. It could be in a way of just admitting it, accepting it. It could be in a way of apologizing to someone. It could be in a way of apologizing to someone but not sharing it with them. That is a thing. Sometimes we just don't have contact with somebody and we really wish we had have ended our relationship differently or said the words at the time. And sometimes we sit in regret, and we need to allow ourselves to be off the hook. We need to forgive ourselves this week. So I really invite you to sit with yourself and see where things could have gone differently should you have spoken up or shut your mouth. And I just want you to allow yourself to be okay with that. Because in that forgiveness, if we forgive ourselves, if we forgive the other person, if we forgive the situation, whatever it may be, in forgiveness brings us peace. And I believe it was the Dalai Lama or Buddha. I'm not great with quoting, but I know that there's a saying that says, when we don't forgive, it's like we are drinking the poison expecting the other person to die. Which, when we don't forgive, we literally are holding on to an event, a trauma, an emotion, harsh words, whatever it is, or a person, so tightly that we can't step forward. We cannot move forward and create a new situation if we're holding on to past resentments and unforgiveness. So we can literally be taking this person, for example, in our mind to the toilet when we go to the toilet, in the shower, behind the wheel when we're driving. We are keeping them alive like it's happening over and over again. And here we are drinking the poison of being in this resentment. And they're off living their life or doing whatever they're doing, not even considering what might be going on with you. So this week I want you to take that time to really see what's coming up for you and what needs to be sealed in a nice beautiful package. So it's a nice lesson on your shelf so you can keep moving forward. And like I said, that could be verbally that you want to say words to someone, but if you don't have the ability or the strength or you cannot be bothered, then sit in meditation, bring their higher self in, bring your higher self in. And it's as simple as setting the intention and say what you need to say, because they will get the message. And it works time and time again. And when you forgive others, you forgive yourself for allowing the event to even take place. So I want to know this week, what are you still running away from? Because there's nowhere to hide anymore, because we have all elevated and ascended into a new frequency as a collective this week, and it's been powerful. Regardless if you know it yet or not. So just really take time, and even if it's 5 minutes this week, really sit in what it is that you're still running away from. And it could be just a belief that you believe something, and that belief is stopping you from stepping into the future. So this week I want to pull a card or two from this deck. It's the Soul's Journey. And I love this deck. It's by James Van Praagh. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I just want to pull a couple of cards just to finish up where we are for this week. So all I keep visualizing is a beautiful package with all the lessons in there, and we've packaged it up with love because we don't want the regrets, right? We want the lessons to make us more resilient and strong. How fitting is this card? Can you see that? My ring light's reflecting. I do apologise. It says failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Need I say more? I was only saying to my little son the other day, he was getting very upset because he kept losing on one of the video games. And I said, why are you upset? And he's like, well, I have to win. I said, why do you have to win? And he said, because I just have to win. And I thought, okay. I said, well, you know, Mummy really loves to lose. And he just looked at me. And I said, because that makes me excited because I want to do better next time. And he sort of thought about it for a while, and then he sort of just did this little smile and then went off with his game. And the thing is, lessons is what gets us here. We learn, we fail, we try, we keep going. And the message for this week is keep going, because maybe everything that you're doing was a big mistake, but why would that be a regret? If it's a mistake, it's only a lesson, an opportunity to learn, which gives you more in your kit, your toolbox of life to keep stepping forward. Don't you love how the cards are just so fitting? They're so clever. And just one more, just to finish off this reading for the week. And adversity. And you'll see the beautiful card of adversity. And it simply states, and I'll leave you with this message, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. And you can't make this shit up, can you? So if I could leave that with you for this week, my beautifuls. And if you find that this message really resonates with you, feel free to subscribe, like and share to help the algorithms on YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you again next week with your weekly collective message. And also on Thursdays I will share an educational video too to help you be the best version of you, because after all, that's what we'd like, you know, to be our happy selves. Take care. Stay well, be kind to others, but especially be kind to you. Bye for now.